Hello guys, welcome back to Concrete Elbow. He's resist.
Nah, I'm just kidding. You already know. It's me, Mythos, back at it again with another one. And this time it's the evening one. And this is truthfully more night one than before. But whatever, Daddy had to put the children to sleep, and now I have to finish the video. After a long day, I'm happy to be back to arm wrestling. So we are here with Matt Connolly and the man who started it all. From what I understand, this is just a practice pool with this guy. His name is Tom, and I don't want to butcher that name. Uglielicia, perhaps? Maybe? I'm so sorry, my friend. But he seems to be really strong and really sticky, especially on that top row. As you can see here, he has a really good hand control movement, and then he moves back very efficiently. And that's basically what this whole video is about. Senior holds, junior works. So yeah, Hollywood Matt Connolly, everybody. On to the next one.
Brian Shaw
Booyakasha.
is the four-time world's strongest man and one of
Blackbird.
the most impressive strength athletes of
This
all
video,
time. And on
it's all
April
about
18,
the
2026,
upcoming match,
he
East
will
vs
face
West
off against
23,
none other than
Brian Shaw
the
vs
German
Leonidas
bodybuilder
Arcona. So we are getting Blackbird's breakdown on what is going to happen. A very cinematic experience, I must say. And it's very cool. I also found this idea
final
very fun.
prediction, round by round.
Round by
Round
round, the final prediction. I find his analysis very interesting, and I'm not going to go in depth, but I will just say that I believe that Brian Shaw is a complete freak, and the rules that usually apply to most people do not really apply to him. And unfortunately, he ain't no Larry Wheels, and is not even Leonidas Arcona. His peak will be way higher, and I believe that this match will be actually very similar to this setup with Brandon Allen, and I think that Brian Shaw will take this 3-1, and I'm going to talk about this more in depth in the coming days, but that's my thoughts on this match. Go and watch Blackbird for the full cinematic experience. He goes back and forth between who Leonidas Arcona and who Brian Shaw is. So, on to the next one. Per law.
Moment over here.
Here we go.
I know Moment you.
This is all about endurance versus explosiveness. And here, Devon, together with son Odin Larrett, they discuss how important endurance is in arm wrestling and how important explosiveness is. And Devon is all about explaining that endurance is not really a main component, it's a part of the sport, and the most important aspect is to be efficient in the arm wrestling specific positions on the table. That's pretty much what this is about. Subscribe to Parallel and see the video for more details. On to the next one. You already know it. The man I teased in the beginning.
Hello guys, welcome back to Concrete Elbow.
Concrete Elbow.
Away, I'm like, okay, this is great, and I
Here we
thought
go.
my hand stacked up not too bad against his.
So that's pretty much this whole video. It's about Concrete Elbow. He's reviewing the video that Devon made, and he's showing that Devon is feeling confident on the right arm because of how it felt on the left arm, and he believes that he has different tools that he doesn't have on the left arm that he can abuse on the right one. So, on to the next one.
What's up, guys? Hope you
Booyakasha,
are doing
Saw strength. Today, actually, in the arm wrestling news cycle, Shaw strength, as you will see, he takes the cake. We have 1, 2, 3 videos coming up. So yeah, Him and quality pasta, my friend, Hermes Gasparini, they train together, going through some really interesting exercises like this one. That's purely bicep based. Here we have another bicep exercise. Later on, they start going to more arm wrestling specifics, right about here. And then the more they progress in the exercises, the more specific they get. And it was really interesting to see the whole theory, the training theory that Hermes has. And once again, towards the end, he explains that back in the day, he used to train a lot for his hand, and then he started training a lot of his arms. And then when he lost to Devon, he started training the hand once again. And because of that, his hand has developed and changed a bit. And that's something that Brian Shaw also noticed. That's pretty much it. On to the next one. Booyakasha. If you missed this live, oh my god, then you really have missed on some great fun stuff. Travis, you could say that Travis maybe was a bit too much at times. So if you don't really like Travis' personality, maybe this one is not really for you. But I'm gonna be honest, this was really entertaining, this was really fun, my opinion. There are going to be a lot of stuff that we as the arm wrestling community will start discussing coming from this live stream in particular, because it had some really good golden nuggets. On to the next one. Booyakasha. Size versus skill. The Hermes and Brian Shaw podcast. Now, this podcast I listened to in small bits and pieces because I was working, so I don't exactly remember everything that they talked about, but they did go a lot in the background of how Hermes came to train because of his father. And then they were also talking about his upbringing and how he became champion, and a lot of Hermes mindset. And then he was also giving Brian props because of his mindset and being an old athlete at the peak of his own game in the strongman community and then transitioning to arm wrestling. That isn't an easy thing to do, and he's done really well, especially for only being 2 years. So Hermes was really impressed with Brian, and Brian is also really impressed with Hermes. Really good podcast. And if we're going to go next, before Leonidas, we can talk about Leonidas a bit later. So I'll put it a bit further down. We go on to Brasiliano arm wrestler. So there we go. This video.
He's right there beside you. When you grab his hand, well, what do you think? Are you gonna
So guys, just recently Brian Shaw
That was one of the pieces, one of the fun parts from the podcast. So a Brazilian arm wrestler has taken a piece from the podcast and decided to break that down because it was really interesting, where Hermes pretty much felt that Brian Shaw isn't easy to pull, and he wouldn't be able to run through Brian like butter. So even for Hermes, Brian Shaw is tough to handle, so to say. So really intriguing stuff, and I believe thus that this match becomes more and more intriguing by every passing day, that Brian Shaw makes even better strides and even more connections. On to the next one. Arm wrestling news.
This is the
A lot of good stuff in this one, and because I would like you to actually see this video, because arm wrestling news is the OG. I will not say that much about the first part of the video. It's about tennis, that's all I'm gonna say. So go watch for the rest of the information from Pradeep. But I am gonna lift up Arm Tira, because I do not really know
The
that much
events.
about it, but it
Sure
looks like an
about-
exciting card that's happening on March 15th. So that's gonna literally be like tomorrow. So if you would like to check this out, there is supposedly a link here that Pradeep has put up. Exactly. So you can buy the event and enjoy it. I believe it's gonna be fun. On to the next one.
It needs to
Booyakasha.
come natural. You can definitely overthink it, Brian. All these people's advice, you gotta throw all that shit out the window and just go by your experience and what you've been practicing and what feels good to you. I mean,
We're officially 35 days away from
There we go. The man of the myth, the Tom Stubblebine. So this one is about the podcast. Like I said, a lot of the arm wrestling world will jump all over this one because it was really cool, a really good podcast. And like you saw at the beginning, Tom masterfully put that in the beginning because it's one of the most important lessons, that no matter what somebody teaches you, you have to also be able to understand it yourself, to drill it, and to also experiment a whole lot, to put the theory into practice, and not only listen to what people are saying, but also do the thing. Do it yourself and see how it feels. And that's what lesson I think most of us should take. So yeah, really cool stuff. Tom's Doublebine. Go like and subscribe, watch the video, and then Booyakasha, we have Rickard Borman, the Borman brothers. Such a lovely pair. At the beginning of the video, it was a bit fun because they left it unedited, but Duvan, he forgot how to say belt, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that was a bit fun. But basically, if I will have to summarize this video, the brothers have trained really hard and they feel like their matches will be really difficult, and because of that they have put everything in the preparation and they are feeling confident, and they will not try to do crazy last minute stupid things, to be quite frank. They will be as smooth operating as possible and they will not make any mistakes if they can control it. And they are going to come in peak shape, the both of them. Duvan especially, he's saying that he will come in at 120 kg, but he will be strong. So really interesting stuff. I am really looking forward to see more from these two. And on to the next one, the last bit of news. I don't know really if I can call this arm wrestling news, because it's basically Leonidas being in Korea and enjoying himself. So I guess this is more of Leonidas type of news. So at this point you might as well just click off. But I believe that this was one of the most fun moments in the whole video.
Oh fuck.
So basically they were beatboxing in the car, and then Leonidas told the Korean guy to go quicker, go faster, faster, and then he was going faster and then he got tired. So yeah, really fun stuff. This is fun. I really love Leonidas, and because I do love him, I would really like to see him continue in the arm wrestling scene. And I wish him all the best against Brian Shaw. And I think it's gonna be one hell of a match, but I am going to have to call it as the Fright Train taking over. And with that being said, let's recap the whole ordeal. Hollywood Macht Connelly. Laiku, Booyakasha, and then subscribe. We have
Brian Shaw.
Blacku Bird. Once again, Laiku, and then subscribe. Per law. Once again, Booyakasha. You like and you subscribe. All of these guys are legends of arm wrestling. So we pay our respects, we like and we subscribe. Concrete elbow. Then Shaw Strength. Shaw Strength with a really good quality stuff. I've been so busy I forgot to like the videos, but amazing. All around great quality of arm wrestling content. Such lovely stuff. I really am enjoying how much the sport is growing currently. And right now, I'm not really advertising the channels, and I'm sorry about that. Brazilian arm wrestler. You go and like and subscribe. Arm
This
wrestling
is
news.
the most intense table.
Like and subscribe. Tomo
It needs to come out, but you
Stabelbein.
can definitely.
Like, and you already know. So yeah, I'm not gonna bust your balls. You just like those videos, hit it, and yeah, thanks for watching. That will pretty much be it for the evening report. A lot of exciting prospects. Don't forget, you can use code MythosArts to get 5% off East vs West pay-per-view and even other merchandise. And currently, East vs West have dropped the official card or the graphic for Vitali versus Devon Larratt. This is it. Two giants collide. So yeah, link in the description below for the pay-per-view and the code of MythosArts 5%. Take care and see you around. Chuppa!